The bar just got higher. Canada's latest PR draw shocks applicants. Welcome back to Canada Chronicles. If you're in the express entry pool, thinking about applying, or just trying to keep up with Canada's fast-moving immigration system, today's episode is a must-watch. On April 14th, 2025, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada made waves with one of the most competitive draws we've seen in years. With a record-high CRS score and a focus on provincial nominations, this draw has left many applicants scrambling to reevaluate their plans. But what's really happening beneath the surface? In today's video, we're breaking down what this draw reveals about Canada's shifting immigration priorities, how the express entry landscape is being reshaped, and what you need to do now if you want to stay competitive. And be sure to watch until the end, where we explore a crucial development that many applicants haven't noticed yet. Did Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada quietly reduce express entry quotas for 2025? The answer might change your entire approach. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe to Canada Chronicles and turn on notifications so you never miss the updates that could shape your future. Let's get started. A new era for express entry. Canada's immigration system is evolving, and the changes are catching many applicants off guard. The April 14th, 2025 express entry draw marks a clear turning point. With a CRS cutoff of 764 and only 825 invitations sent out, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada made it clear that the path to permanent residency now depends on more than just a solid profile. For years, candidates scoring in the high 400s or low 500s were in a strong position. But this draw proves that those numbers may no longer be enough. Instead, the system is placing more weight on one critical factor: provincial nominations. Why 764 changed the game? When a draw sets the bar at 764, it's no longer about competitive edge. It's about access. A CRS score that high is nearly impossible without a provincial nomination, which adds 600 points to your profile. A candidate with just 164 points can leap to 764 overnight if nominated. This isn't about rewarding elite credentials. It's about alignment with regional needs. Right now, your profile has to fit where demand is most urgent: the shape of the pool in 2025. As of April 2025, over 244,000 candidates are in the express entry system. More than 70,000 of them are in the 451 to 500 range. These are people with strong qualifications, often already contributing to Canada. But they were not invited in this draw. Why? Because this round was reserved for nominees, individuals selected by provinces that identified them as essential to their labor markets. Why provinces are taking the lead? Provinces are now the real power centers of immigration in Canada. Alberta, for instance, depends on foreign-trained workers in agriculture and energy. British Columbia needs more construction workers and healthcare staff. Ontario continues to attract tech talent. Each province knows what it needs, and the federal government is letting them decide who gets in. Under the provincial nominee program, provinces select individuals who are most likely to settle, work, and contribute in their regions. Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada then gives those candidates priority access to permanent residency. If you're not tuned into what provinces are doing, you're already behind. This shift is also reshaping how provinces compete for global talent. With limited nomination spaces allocated each year, provinces are becoming more selective and precise about who they invite. Many are developing fast-track streams for candidates already working in key sectors, while others are emphasizing retention by prioritizing people who studied or work locally. This evolving provincial strategy means it's no longer enough to be qualified. You also need to be relevant to where you're applying. Real people, real numbers. Let's talk about what this looks like in practice. Daniela, a 30-year-old software engineer from Brazil, holds a master's in artificial intelligence and speaks both English and French. Her initial CRS score was just 173, but Ontario needed her skills and nominated her. Her new score, 773, got her an invitation. Jerome, a nurse from the Philippines, was working in New Brunswick. His base score was 168. The province, facing healthcare shortages, nominated him. He hit 768 and was also invited. Their stories highlight a new reality. Provincial nominations aren't extra, they're essential. What ties these profiles together isn't just their background or education, it's their relevance. They didn't just meet eligibility criteria, they were matched to a need. That's what today's immigration system rewards. It's not about being the best on paper, but being the right fit for the moment. The sooner applicants embrace this mindset, the faster they can pivot from waiting to winning. The quiet removal of job offer points. Earlier in 2025, Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada removed CRS points for arranged employment. The goal was to cut inflated scores from questionable job offers, but it also removed one of the few ways applicants without a nomination could lift their profile. Now, candidates stuck in the mid-400s have fewer options, and with general draws becoming rare and smaller in size, waiting is no longer a strategy, it's a risk. What you should be doing now. If you're sitting on a decent CRS score but don't have a nomination, now is the time to act. Figure out which provinces need your skills. If you're close to improving your language score, retake the test. Consider gaining Canadian work experience if you're eligible. Even 1 year can significantly increase your competitiveness. Update your profile. Watch provincial programs closely. The ones who adapt quickly are the ones getting invitations. More importantly, treat this like a strategic process, not just paperwork. Many candidates delay updates or wait for the perfect time to apply, only to miss sudden, short-lived nomination windows. In 2025, programs open and close quickly. The difference between getting invited and being overlooked often comes down to who acted first. Stay alert, stay ready, and treat every opportunity as time-sensitive. Thanks for staying with us this far. We appreciate your time and hope you're finding this information valuable. Let's shift gears and talk about a change that hasn't gotten enough attention, but could impact thousands of applicants this year. Did Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada quietly cut express entry quotas for 2025? Back in March, the department revised its immigration targets. The initial plan was to admit 500,000 permanent residents this year. That's now been reduced to 395,000. Only 110,000 of those spots are reserved for federal high-skilled applicants through express entry. That's down from 118,000 in 2024. This is a significant shift. It means fewer invitations, and with more space going to PNP and category-based draws, general applicants are left with fewer chances to break through. This isn't a policy change that got headlines, but it changes the math for every candidate in the pool. What's more, this quiet reduction adds pressure to an already crowded system. With more than 240,000 candidates currently active in express entry, every dropped quota point increases competition. For applicants without a provincial nomination or alignment with a priority category, the likelihood of receiving an invitation becomes even more uncertain. This makes timing, positioning, and adaptability more important than ever. What it all means for you. The rules have changed. A strong CRS score on its own is no longer a golden ticket. Without a nomination or a match to a targeted category, your profile may not get noticed. But this is also an opportunity. Canada is still bringing in newcomers to support industries that rely on them, such as healthcare, construction, transportation, technology, and hospitality. If your skills align with regional or sector-specific needs, your chances are still strong. You just need to move with purpose. The future of immigration is smart, focused, and regional, and the applicants who succeed will be the ones who adjust their game plan accordingly. This is where your long-term thinking comes into play. Don't just react to the most recent draw, start projecting ahead. What skills will provinces likely need next quarter? What industries are growing in the regions you qualify for? What language or education improvements can you make in the next 3 months? The more you anticipate, the more control you have. So what's the takeaway? Canada's immigration system is still open, but it's no longer one-size-fits-all. If you're not actively aligning with provincial priorities or targeting programs that match national labor needs, your chances are shrinking. This latest draw proves that success now requires strategy. Waiting in the pool is not enough. The ones who move first and move smart will be the ones holding permanent resident cards in 2025. Thanks for watching Canada Chronicles. If this video gave you clarity, insight, or a reality check, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Drop your questions or topics in the comments. We read them, we respond, and we're here to help. See you in the next video.